Good evening, everyone. Thanks for your patience. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Michael Mamo. I'm the General Manager at Council. And I'd like to welcome everyone to the first meeting of our newly elected Strathfield Council term, following the last September local government elections. Feels like such a long time ago now. Before we start the meeting, I would like to introduce and invite our councillors-elect into the hall, and you might like to give them a round of applause as they come in. Please join me in welcoming John Paul Bellardi. Matthew Blackmore. Benjamin Chai. Esther Kim. Rory Nosworthy. Sandy Reddy. And please put your hands together also for Karen Pensabeni, who is joining us online via Teams. Okay, the time being 6:32, I declare the ordinary council meeting of the 8th of October 2024 open. In accordance with the provisions of Clause 1 of Schedule 7 of the Local Government General Regulation 2021, I will chair the meeting and act as the returning officer for the election of the positions of Mayor and Deputy Mayor. The elected Mayor will then assume the chair for the remainder of the business. Persons in the gallery are advised that under the Local Government Act 1993, a person may not tape record the proceeding of a meeting of a council or committee without the authority of the council or committee. Tape record includes a video camera and an electronic device capable of recording speech. Mobile phones must be turned off so as not to disrupt the meeting. Anyone, including councillors, found using a mobile phone will be asked to leave the meeting immediately and for the duration of the said meeting. An audio recording of this meeting will be taken for minute-taking purposes as authorised by the Local Government Act 1993. This meeting is live streamed on Council's website to allow the community to follow Council debates and decisions without the need to attend meetings in person. Members of the public attending or speaking at a meeting agree to have their image, voice and personal information, including name and address, recorded and publicly broadcast. Strathfield Council does not accept liability for any defamatory remarks or inappropriate comments that are made during the course of a meeting. Any part of the meeting that is held in closed session will not be streamed. Councillors-elect and members of the gallery, please note that the microphone for streaming purposes is very sensitive and will record all sounds in the room. Councillors-elect, in accordance with the mandatory provisions of the Model Code of Conduct, I remind councillors of their obligation that you will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of your ability and judgment. I would now like to ask everyone who is able to stand for the moment of reflection. We pray that our deliberations today will be objective and decisions are impartial and made for the benefit of the whole community. I'd now like to do our recognition of traditional custodians. Let us begin by acknowledging the Wangal people, the traditional custodians of the land on which this meeting is being held. We pay respect to elders past, present and emerging. Thank you. You can all now reassume your seats. Can I now ask if there are any apologies for this meeting or leave of absences? I haven't received any, so we'll mark that as nil. Can I now ask if any councillor-elects have a disclosure of interest to declare? We'll note that there's no disclosures of interest to declare. I'll now move on to the oath and affirmation of office. Under the Local Government Act 1993, councillors-elect are required to take an oath or an affirmation of office at or before the first council meeting following a local government election. Until they take the oath or affirmation of office, they are councillors-elect. The moment they swear in today, they will formally be a councillor in their own right. Today, it is my pleasure to swear them in as councillors. I, as the officiating person, have the authority under the Local Government Act 1993 to undertake this process. Joining me to assist with this process is Melissa Mallos, our General Counsel. I will begin proceedings now and will be calling upon councillors-elect in alphabetical order. Everyone, I would now like to call upon Councillor-elect John Paul Bellardi to join us. Councillor-elect, you are swearing by oath and you are providing a Bible. Can you please place your right hand on the Bible and read the oath?
I, John Paul Bellardi, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of the municipality of Strathfield and the Strathfield Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities, and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everyone, I would like to call upon Councillor-elect Matthew Blackmore to join us. Councillor-elect, you are swearing by oath. Can you please place your right hand on the Bible and read the oath?
I, Matthew Blackmore, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of the municipality of Strathfield and the Strathfield Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities, and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Congratulations, Councillor Blackmore. Everyone, I would now like to call upon Councillor-elect Benjamin Chai to join us. Councillor-elect, you are swearing by oath. Can you please place your right hand on the Bible and read the oath?
I, Benjamin Chai, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillors in the best interests of the people of municipality of Strathfield and the Strathfield Council, that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Congratulations, Councillor Chai.
Thank you.
Everyone, I would now like to call upon Councillor-elect Esther Kim to join us. Councillor-elect, you are swearing by oath and you have provided your Bible. Could you please place your right hand on the Bible and read the oath?
I, Esther Kim, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the people of the municipality of Strathfield and the Strathfield Council, and that I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities, and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Congratulations, Councillor Kim. Everyone, I would now like to call upon Councillor-elect Rory Nosworthy to join us. Councillor-elect, you are swearing by affirmation. Could I now ask you to read your affirmation?
I, Rory Nosworthy, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that I will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the people of the municipality of Strathfield and the Strathfield Council, and I will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Congratulations, Councillor Nosworthy. Everyone, I would now like to call upon Councillor-elect Sandy Reddy to join us. Councillor-elect, you are swearing by oath on the Hindu Bhagavad Gita. Can you please place your right hand on the Bhagavad Gita and read the oath?
I, Sandy Reddy, swear that I will undertake the duties of the office of council in the best interest of the people of municipality of Strathfield and the Strathfield Council, and that I faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities, and discretions vested in me under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of my ability and judgment.
Congratulations, Councillor Reddy. Oaths or affirmations of office must be taken or made by each councillor at or before the first meeting of the council after being elected. Councillors need to be physically present before the General Manager, a legal practitioner or Justice of the Peace when taking their oath or making their affirmation of office. As Councillor Karen Pensabini was unable to attend this meeting in person, arrangements for taking the affirmation were made prior to this meeting. I would like to advise that on the 8th of October 2024, today, an affirmation was administered for Councillor Karen Pensabini by me as the General Manager, and I hereby table a signed statement containing the affirmation to formally note in the minutes of Council that Councillor Pensabini has taken the affirmation of office prior to this, the first meeting of Council. Congratulations, Councillor Pensabini. I think everyone deserves a round of applause. Congratulations to all our new councillors. Okay. I now need to move to an item of business for us to deal with councillors attending by audio-visual link. So councillors, please be advised that Councillor Pensabini has written to me seeking to join the meeting this evening via audio-visual link and has sought to do so due to significant health reasons. Clause 5.18 within Council's Code of Meeting Practice outlines that councillors may attend and participate in meetings of the Council and committees of the Council by audio-visual link with the approval of the Council or the relevant committee, should the councillor be unable to attend in person due to a natural disaster, extenuating or other circumstance or significant health issue. As is required under Council's Code of Meeting Practice, the Council is required to consider this request. I therefore request a motion to approve the attendance of Councillor Pensabini via audio-visual link for this meeting. Can I have a mover? Councillor Nosworthy is a mover. Can I have a seconder? Councillor Blackmore, thank you. I now put the motion to the vote. All those in favour, please raise your hand. So Councillor Blackmore, Councillor Pensabini and Councillor Nosworthy. All those against, please raise your hand. Councillor Bellardi, Councillor Chai, Councillor Kim and Councillor Reddy. I declare the motion lost. Councillor Pensabini will be unable to attend the meeting online.
So do I look?
I'll now move to the next item on the agenda, the National Anthem. This evening we have a very talented staff member, Luke Cramp from our Parks team, who will play the National Anthem for us. Could I now ask those of you who are able to stand for the playing of the National Anthem? Thank you, Luke. Please be seated. Okay. I'm going to now move to the first item of business from our business paper, which is the item CCS 2, which is the election of the Mayor, method of voting. So under the Local Government Act 1993, I'm appointed as the returning officer and am responsible for conducting the process for the election of the Mayor. The first item of business is to determine by council resolution the method of voting should there be more than one nominee for the position. So the method of voting for the position of Mayor is by one of the following methods: open voting, i.e. by show of hands; ordinary voting, which is a secret ballot where the vote is by placing an X against the chosen candidate; or a preferential ballot, which is a secret ballot where the vote is by placing the numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on against each of the candidates. Councillors, the officer's recommendation is for the election of the Mayor to be conducted by way of open voting. Can I have a mover? Councillor Reddy? Can I have a seconder? Councillor Blackmore. I now put the motion to the vote. All those in favour, please raise your hand. I declare the motion carried, unanimous. I'll now move to item CCS 3, the election of the Deputy Mayor, method of voting. Under the Local Government Act 1993, I am appointed as the returning officer and am responsible for conducting the process for the election of the Deputy Mayor. This item of business is to be determined by council resolution. The method of voting, should there be more than one nominee for the position. The method of voting for the position of Deputy Mayor is the same as outlined for the position of Mayor. Councillors, the officer's recommendation is for the election of the Deputy Mayor to also be conducted by way of open voting. Can I have a mover, please? Councillor Reddy, and I have a seconder, Councillor Bellardi. I'll now put the motion to the vote. All those in favour, please raise your hand. I declare the motion carried, unanimous. Moving very quickly. I'll now deal with item CCS 4, election of the Mayor. Councillors, I would like to note that under section 231 of the Local Government Act, a Mayor elected by the councillors holds the office of Mayor for 2 years. Councillors, the officer's recommendation is for the council to elect the Mayor for the term October 2024 until September 2026. Can I have a mover? Councillor Bellardi, can I have a seconder? Councillor Reddy. I'll now conduct the election of the Mayor. It has been resolved that the method of voting for the position of Mayor will be by open voting, a show of hands. I note that I have received today one nomination for the position of Mayor, which is for Councillor John Paul Bellardi, and it has been signed by Councillor Reddy and Councillor Chai. I'll now call for any further nominations for the position of Mayor, noting that nominations must be in writing and signed by at least 2 councillors. As I have only one nomination for the role of Mayor, for the record, Councillor John Paul Bellardi, do you accept the nomination? As there are no other nominations, and I only have one nomination for the position of Mayor, which has been properly completed as required by legislation, I declare Councillor John Paul Bellardi as the elected Mayor for the mayoral term, which ends September 2026. Congratulations. Okay. I'll now deal with item CCS 5, election of the Deputy Mayor. Councillors, I would like to note that under section 2312 of the Local Government Act, a Deputy Mayor elected by the councillors holds the office of Deputy Mayor for the mayoral term, 2 years, or a shorter term. Councillors, unless you would like to move a different motion, the officer's recommendation is for the council to elect the Deputy Mayor for the term October 2024 until September 2026. As there isn't another motion proposed, can I have a mover for the officer's recommendation? Councillor Blackmore, can I have a seconder? Councillor Bellardi. I'll now conduct the election for the Deputy Mayor. It has been resolved that the method of voting for the position of Deputy Mayor will also be by open voting, a show of hands. I note that I have received one nomination for the role of Deputy Mayor today. That nomination is for Councillor Benjamin Chai and has been signed by Councillor Sandy Reddy and Councillor John Paul Bellardi. I'll now call for any further nominations for the role of Deputy Mayor, noting that that must be signed by at least 2 councillors. As I have only one nomination for the role of Deputy Mayor, for the record, Councillor Benjamin Chai, do you accept the nomination? As there are no other nominations, and I only have one nomination for the position of Deputy Mayor, which has been properly completed as required by legislation, I declare Councillor Benjamin Chai is elected Deputy Mayor for the term that ends September 2026. Congratulations, Councillor Chai. Okay. Councillors and guests, it's my great pleasure to extend a congratulations to our newly elected Mayor, Councillor John Paul Bellardi, and our Deputy Mayor, Councillor Benjamin Chai, and all the councillors who have been elected for this term. I would like to invite the Mayor and Deputy Mayor and councillors to take their places within the meeting so that we may progress to the remainder of the agenda items for this evening. There will be an opportunity for a photo to be taken of the new council in the chambers following the completion of this meeting. With the election of the Mayor and Deputy Mayor, I have now completed my duties as returning officer. I will now hand over to the Mayor to chair the rest of the meeting. As we now have determined a Mayor and is a requirement under the Local Government Act for the Mayor to preside over council meetings. It is my honour to invite Mayor John Paul Bellardi to take the chair for the rest of the meeting. Mayor Bellardi, the meeting is yours.
Can I say that sitting or standing? I might, okay, fine. Yep. Okay. Well, councillors, thank you for giving me your support in undertaking the role of mayor. We'll go straight into the acknowledgements for this council meeting. The first acknowledgement I'd like to make is a thank you for your support and your trust in myself and Ben to be your mayor for the next while, and for Ben to be the deputy. I'm very grateful for this opportunity, humbled in fact. I'd also like to acknowledge the election of our 7 councillors. It was a hard-fought election campaign, and each and every one of you deserve the role you've now been sworn into. So congratulations for that. I'd also like to acknowledge all the friends and family who have come here tonight to celebrate this evening with us, to witness our swearing in, to join us for the first council meeting and hopefully enjoy some snacks afterwards and celebrate with us. In particular, I'd like to thank and acknowledge the former Mayor, Julian Vicari, down the back of the room. Julian's been a friend and mentor for a long time. I, in fact, attended my very first swearing-in ceremony at his swearing-in in 2017 as Mayor for the second time. So I look forward to continuing with your tutelage, support and mentorship over the next while. So thank you, Julian. And finally, an acknowledgement of the new council, its makeup, and the excitement that I have for the next 4 years working with all of you, no matter what colour or creed you hail from. So thank you. Councillors, any further acknowledgements? Councillor Reddy.
I can speak loud enough.
No, because that's video.
First of all, I would like to congratulate John Paul and Benjamin Kai. And I would like to start by thanking all the residents and all the family members who are here. My cousins and Team Sandy, thank you for your support. Yeah, and I'm really, I'm more answerable to people who haven't voted for me. And now I need to prove myself and make sure that next time I'll be your choice. I would also like to thank the staff who has helped us, supported us, and guided us. We are looking for your guidance in the future as well. This is my second term, and I'm sure I will be able to deliver more things, and I will be able to work with a more productive team. Doesn't matter what party we come from. The minute we are here, I don't see which party we belong to. We all belong to Strathfield, and we are Strathfield councillors. Doesn't matter which side of the table we are sitting. We are all one, here to serve our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Reddy. Any further acknowledgements, councillors? Councillor Nosworthy.
Thank you, Chair. I'd just like to thank everyone who made the election process possible, the volunteers and those that helped various of us get elected, the Election Commission for a fair and honest election, which is important, as well the staff for their guidance and their assistance in setting up this event, and most of all my family for their ongoing support, the time they put in to help me be here today.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillors, any further acknowledgements? Councillor Kim.
Congratulations, John Baladi and Ben Kai.
Thank you.
And thank you for everybody to come to express your interest. I prepared a little bit of speeches. I'm very much honored being a councillor for the Strathfield Council and the Strathfield Council community, and glad to work for them. I'd like to hear from you what I need to know and work it out by cooperation with our councillors and councillor colleagues. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to those who worked hard during my campaign and all the supporters in many ways. I hope you to wait and be patient with me until I learn more about my role. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Kim. Any further acknowledgements? Councillor Blackmore.
Firstly, I would like to thank all the candidates who stood in my team at the election for all their support. Big thank you to Sue McDonald and Andrew Soulos, former mayor, who are here today, and Robin Ma and his team for the help. I was very happy with our result. So thank you very much. We all worked hard, and there's lots of volunteers who give up their time to support us. So it's really, really appreciated. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank the former councillors for their service in the last term. Councillor Hall, who's here, Councillor Datta, and Councillor Mahaswaran. Obviously, Councillor Pennsylvania was here just before, and her service as mayor as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Any further acknowledgements?
Only one word I can say, thank you. Thank you
Councillor.
for all those Strathfield residents elect me, support me to continue to serve you in next 4 years. And secondly, I would thank all my team. We have a very, very hard campaign. And finally, we are win the election, and the surprise that, get a deputy mayor. I would like to thank, particular for my very, very good partner, Nella Ho, the former councillor. Thank you. You do the good job in the campaign. And I got many, many supporters like Patricia, Jamarco, and Yakub King, and Sabi Kafo, and all my Fuchin friends, and also my very, very strong supporter, Mac, Mr. Mac, and many, many other supporters. Thank you all. And in the next 4 years, like what the Councillor Sandy Reddy said, we got to forget who we are. We are just councillors for this council. We are all is going to work together for the council, for the best interest of our council. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. A final acknowledgement from me would just be that yesterday was Labor Day and today is Liberal Day. So thank you very much, everyone. We'll move straight into the meeting. Councillors, we are required to confirm the minutes from the last meeting. Those minutes are provided within your business papers. Can I have a mover? Councillor Blackmore. Can I have a seconder? Councillor Reddy. I now put the motion to the vote. All those in favour, please raise your hand. I declare the motion carried. Item 15, unanimous. I declare the motion carried unanimously. Item 15, councillors, the officer's recommendation outlines the following: that council select one of the options below. 1, that council determine whether or not to declare how any casual vacancies in the office of a councillor that occurs within 18 months after the date of the last ordinary election of councillors for the area is to be filled by a countback of votes cast at the last election held for that office. If this option is selected, that the General Manager be required to inform the New South Wales Electoral Commission within 7 days of the Council's decision. Or, option 2, that any casual vacancies which occur in the office of a councillor for this term will be filled through the holding of a by-election. May I have a motion, councillors? Councillor Blackmore?
I move as per item 1.
Is there a opposer to the motion? And a seconder to the motion? Councillor Nosworthy? Can I have a... Bear with me. I now put the motion to the vote. All those in favour, please raise your hand. This is for the countback, correct? So all those in favour of option 1 for a count back to occur, can I put the motion to the vote. All those in favour, please raise your hand. Okay. I declare the motion carried unanimously. Item 16. Councillors, the officer's recommendation outlines the following. That Council 1, appoint a councillor who is not the mayor to the Audit, Risk and Improvement Committee as a non-voting member. 2, appoint a councillor as a voting member and alternative representative to the Cooks River Alliance Management Committee. 3, appoint a councillor as a voting member of the Parramatta River Catchment Group. 4, note that the mayor is a voting member and the deputy mayor is an alternative voting member of SS Rock. Note that the interested councillors can attend meetings of the local traffic committee and must nominate a councillor to chair the meetings and be voting delegate. Note 6. Note the discussion papers will be prepared and presented to a councillor workshop on options for the Multicultural Advisory Committee and Local Economic Development Committee. May I have a motion, councillors? Councillor Blackmore? Councillor Reddy, a seconder? Councillors, can we work through each of the committees one by one so that we may firm up a resolution to be voted upon? So the first point is that council appoint a councillor who is not the mayor to the ARIC as a non-voting member. Do I have a motion or a nomination? Esther Kim, a nomination. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Blackmore. I put the motion to... Councillor Kim, do you accept the nomination? Councillor Kim, do you accept the nomination?
Yes.
Thank you, councillor. I put it that the motion be voted upon. Okay. Sure. Councillors will vote as a whole package. Number 2, appoint a councillor as a voting member and alternative representative to the Cooks River Alliance Management Committee. Do I have a nomination? Councillor Reddy. Councillor Reddy nominates herself. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Kai. I put the motion... Sorry, we'll come back to that. Number 3, do you accept the nomination? Sorry, councillor. You do, of course. I assumed as much. Number 3, appoint a councillor as a voting member of the Parramatta River Catchment Group. Do I have a nomination?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, a nomination for Councillor Chai. A seconder? Councillor Nosworthy. Councillor Kai, do you accept?
Yes.
Okay. We note that the mayor is a voting member and the deputy mayor is an alternate voting member of SSR Rock. Note that interested councillors can attend meetings of the local traffic committee and must nominate a councillor to chair the meetings and be voting delegate. Do I have a nomination?
I would like to nominate Matthew Blackmore.
Councillor Blackmore, do I have a seconder?
I second it.
Councillor Chai. Councillor Blackmore, do you accept? I'll come back for those, yeah. And we finally note that discussion papers will be prepared and presented to a councillor workshop on options for the Multicultural Advisory Committee and Local Economic Development Committee. Now on number 2, we must nominate an alternate representative to the Cooks River Alliance Management Committee. Do I have a nomination? I have a nomination for Esther Kim. Do I have a seconder?
I can second it.
Councillor Kai. Councillor Kim, do you accept the nomination as an alternate?
Yes.
These aren't very popular positions, we can see. And finally, a second position for item number 5. For item number... Oh, none for now. Okay. That's all. May I have a motion? Yes, councillor.
If I can make an amendment to point 6, please.
Yes.
No discussion papers will be prepared and presented to council workshop on options for. So basically, what I want to say is that that we nominate a councillor for the Multicultural Advisory Committee.
Yep.
I would suggest that we nominate Councillor Sandy Reddy to chair the Multicultural Committee, and that the local economic development
Thank you for that amendment, councillor. Prior to your nomination, we'll begin by voting on the amendment. Do I have I take that as a moving of an amendment. Do I have a seconder to that amendment? Councillor Reddy. We'll put it to a vote to make that amendment. Can I see all those in favour of amending the item number 6 to now elect a chair of the Multicultural Advisory Committee and to remove reference to the Local Economic Development Committee? All those in favour? I note the motion has been carried by councillors Nosworthy, Reddy, Chai, Bellardi and Blackmore, and all those against? And I note that there was no voters against. Therefore, Councillor Kim has abstained from the vote. We'll just record it as it's occurred. Yeah. Okay, so now we've accepted the amendment to the motion, so we'll come back to question 6. Okay, I can't see the screen behind me, so I'll just keep it in my mind for now. So coming back to question 6, we'll now vote on, are there any nominations as per the amendment for the...
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, Councillor Sandy Reddy.
Thank you, Councillor Blackmore. Do we have a seconder to that?
Is this the multicultural?
Correct. Councillor Nosworthy seconded. Okay, now we have nominations for each of the positions with only one nominated and seconded for each.
Mr. Mayor, apologies. I was going to make a further amendment.
Thank you.
So just to point 7, that a budget review and finance committee be established, chaired by the mayor, with myself, Councillor Blackmore, as a representative.
Well, Councillor, why don't we leave the...
Do it.
Yeah, we'll leave the
Okay,
nominations for after. If you would like to make in your amendment maybe the suggestion for a deputy chair.
Yeah. So chaired by the mayor and a
deputy chair.
Councillor.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay, and
Yep, and if I can just add on there, and for terms of reference to be brought to the next councillor workshop.
okay. Thank you, councillor. Now for that amendment, we have a mover. I assume the councillor moves that amendment, and a seconder. Councillor Reddy. Now, by show of hands, those in favour? I declare the motion to amend carried unanimously. Yes. Yep. Yeah, go for it.
Through you, Mr. Mayor. I just need to note that providing the terms of reference at the next councillor workshop might be difficult because that is due to be held next week, and the officers won't have enough time to prepare that.
Thank you.
I might suggest that it's to a future workshop.
I think the mover accepts the amendment there, the change to the amendment. Thank you, Mr. Mamo. Okay, well now, any further amendments to the motion as put? No? Now can we vote to accept the motion as is with the various nominations for both positions and alternates? Prior to doing that, sorry, we'd just like to have a motion to nominate a chair to be a deputy chair to be yourself, councillor. Yep. So moved, seconded. Thank you, Councillor Nosworthy. Seconded to have Councillor Blackmore as the Deputy Chair of the committee which I will chair. Councillors, can we now accept... Councillor Reddy, do you accept the nomination to chair the Multicultural Advisory Committee? Thank you, Councillor. Noted. Can we now move to accept all the various nominations as put in the motion? Can I have a mover? Councillor Blackmore, seconder, Councillor Reddy. I now put the motion to the vote. All those in favour, please raise your hand. I declare the motion carried unanimously. Item 17, the conclusion of the meeting. There being no further business, I declare the meeting closed and the time being 7:23 p.m.